How you guys and girls doing today? Timster918 here, and in this video what we're doing is some good old analyzation when I got absolutely poopied on, and we analyze that gameplay, see what we did right, see what we did wrong, and figure out what we could do better next time. What is going on, y'all? Like I always say, I appreciate and I love every single one of y'all and those who stop by this channel. But if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit those buttons down below, like that like button and that sub button and all that good stuff, because it'll make a brother. And it'll get this video out to people who need to see it. So let me break down the situation here, y'all. So what's going on is that we're loading into reserve. We're playing a little bit of solo gameplay here, and we're going straight towards the bunker. I get shot at a couple of times, and then I'm gonna hold my position up for a little bit before I go down into the bunker. And of course, down at the bunker, the raiders can spawn down there when you turn on the power, as well as there's a mark room down there. So, you know, a lot of things like to go down. So we go down there, and like I normally do, what I'll do is I'll play the clip first, and then we'll go back and we'll talk about it. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Get your hand off my penis!
Thanks, man. And remember, guys, putting your hands on someone's pee-pee without their permission is not okay. But let's play the clip. Ah, fuck, man. That was a nice fucking angle. Damn it. All right, let's talk about that. So essentially what goes down right here is that we're in the corner, we kill this scav, we kill another scav out in the open. I hear someone coming down, and I'm like, okay, wait a second, let's see how impatient this person is. So I go to the corner, and I'm gonna see if they peek. They don't peek, and what I do right here is you see me throw a grenade. Now this right here was a pretty decent play. What I did right there is I threw a grenade in that left corner right there in that little opening, so that way if somebody was right there to my left, they wouldn't peek that position right there while I decided to clear the rest of it out in the open. And you know, they would probably back up because they would think I would have more grenades. So that gave me pretty much permission to move forward and clear the rest of the area. So what I'm doing right here is fine, right? And now I do swing this corner very, very heavy, and that's one of the mistakes that that we want to talk about in this video, right? I swing this corner very heavy instead of trying to either jiggle peek it or even crouch peek it. I just swing heavy. If he was holding this door right here, I probably would have died the moment I came around the corner because I'm completely exposed, and unless I got a headshot on the guy, I would probably die anyway. So, you know, because he probably get a head eyes on me. So, you know, why swinging like that could have been a big mistake. And remember, sometimes we get tunnel vision, like I said in my previous videos, and my whole entire body is still exposed to the right side. So I still could have gotten shot from the right if there was someone that I didn't see. But that was fine because, you know, we didn't die here, right? And then once again, I'm still looking at that door always. I'm noticing that bullet hole right there, and I'm thinking it could be either fragment from my grenade or maybe that was him. So I noticed that, and then like I said, I look to my left here and I don't see anybody. Once again, another wide peek. You know, we have to get rid of that, right? Because wide peeking like that's going to get you killed. People can hold corners pretty tight, and if someone was holding this corner, the only thing you would see is their gun and maybe a little bit of their head, and my whole body's exposed. Of course, the TTK, or time to kill in Tarkov, is extremely fast and unforgiving. So, you know, if someone was up there, I would have been dead before I was even able to ADS. So once again, you know, hold your corners tight when you come around, and make sure that if you are going to peek, that you're not going to wide expose yourself. Now this mistake right here is what I was upset about. So I see the guy right here, right? And you see, I do essentially what he expects me to do right here. And you notice when I die, the very first thing I say is, fuck, that was a good angle. I'm so in, like, I was mad at myself because I knew that, you know, it was on me. So when I see him here and, you know, he starts seeing me, you know, he's in a better position than I am. When he is looking at the steps, he has a wide angle. And the only thing he knows, the only thing that I can do is I can go to my far left, which I'm not going to do because I'm already going to the right. I can go to the right, which is not going to help me much because as he comes down the steps, he can see more of my body, so he can put more shots into me. But there's only so, you know, where else can I go? If I go to the right, I'm just going to end up putting shots in the door, and that's what I try to do. In all honesty, the best thing I could have done here is I could have just decided to contest him at the door or push through the door. You know, sitting here and trying to go to the right just got me killed because, as you can see, you know, the moment I take a look at that door and I see him, you know, I react, you know, fast, and I go off to my left, which is fine right here. You know, this spot was fine. Going off to the left wasn't a problem, but I should have went over to the right and I should have gotten active, or like I said, I could have either went straight through the door and pushed him aggressively, or I could have just backed up. But going to the right allowed him just to step right down and track my chest. While I'm putting shots into the door frame, he's putting shots into my chest and I'm dead, like I said, before I can even react to it. And you know, that's just one of the things, y'all. Another thing we could have done from the very get-go, right, is once I saw that hole right there in the wall, I could have thrown another grenade to check the steps right there. I could have just thrown another grenade and that would have forced him up and that would have confirmed that someone was there. I had an idea that someone could have been there, but throwing a grenade would have had him back up, and then we could have taken the fight completely elsewhere. He could have went up the steps and I could have went to the far right and went up the ramp, and it would have been like a back and forth of who's going to be more patient or whatever, and that would have changed the whole dynamic of the fight right there. But you know, like I said, you know, good on this guy. He had good positioning right here, and you know, he held that spot. I didn't throw another grenade, and you know, generally speaking, you don't want to take a fight in a doorway at all, especially if the other person is on steps or something like that. You don't want to take that. But you know, just a little mini lesson, y'all. Always be checking your corners, and if you have any suspicions, you know, when in doubt, in Tarkov, you know what they say in SpongeBob, when in doubt, pinky out. But you know, when it comes to Tarkov, man, when in doubt, grenade out. You know what I mean? Grenades in Tarkov are godly, and there's a reason why they're so expensive at 9K rubles, and it's because it can clear certain areas, it can force people to move, and it could even kill him if he was too stubborn to move. But just a little mini lesson here, y'all. You know, never get too overconfident, and always, you know, think about what you do before you do it, because if you don't, you'll end up like me, getting really upset and wanting to rip your pee-pee off. Alrighty then, y'all, and that is the end of this video. Like I said, if you enjoyed these types of videos, let me know down in the comments below, man, because I really enjoy doing these, and you know, it really pisses me the flacking off. You know, I can't curse too much because YouTube will take me down, but you know, it really pisses me off when I die. I don't like it at all, like a lot of people, right? And you know, going back and analyzing gameplay really helps you break down and points out your mistakes, and it burns it in your brain. I can't even talk because I'm just so upset and my testicles are swelling right now of anger. But you know, like I said, y'all, you know, if you enjoy this content, let me know, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Timster918 is out of here.